Yeah, very big welcome to you, my dear Scorpio. So the sun is now in Aquarius and is giving the light to the moon, which is in your sign, and they're back to back. It's really interesting because the bird is looking into the soul path, which is the new moon, and here Apollo sitting in front of the Taj Mahal is looking out into the world. He is like, I am shining my light to the world out, and it's the path of the full moon that we are taking to the right and to the left, the path back to the new moon. And so here the story is that certain transformations are bringing us up, right? Even though you very down with the water, very heavy Scorpio, deep oceans, you are death and you are transformation. And here the transformation is then you coming out as this new being. And particularly because here we have Uranus in Aquarius, which is a new beginning and is always that moment where we recognize that I want to start something new. And what's really amazing is that Pluto, which is ruling you, has moved into Aquarius. And Aquarius is now bringing you a lightness to the mystic, to the transformation, to the secrets. And it's almost like you can shine the light of all those secrets that you have hold deep within you. You can now shine them out like a star, right? And so Pluto, the planet of secrets and mystics and shadow sides, is in the star. And the star, of course, is now letting you know, well, you can begin however you want to begin, whatever it is that you want to bring out into the world, because we're going to your full moon, which you have in the month of Taurus, which is your opposite sign. And so there is today, just this story is already extraordinary. Now the yoga position for Aquarius is side plank, like stretching yourself up, grabbing the foot and being here the star yourself. And you, of course, I gave you Scorpio pose, Vrikshasana, and so really notice how much you are able to let go, are able to transform yourself in bringing your feet above your head, not needing to express everything, right, that is happening to you. So this is just happening today, and this is once a year, a moment. But when we include all the other planets, then this moment exists really only once in your life. I gave you Hermann Handel Tarot, and here you are Odin. Odin is the King of Cups, and if your birthday is between October 13 and November 12, then this is your court card. If not, please look in the description below. I have listed all the other court cards. He's pointing at the rune alphabet. He is the mystic. He is the sorcerer even. He is quite a very powerful personality, and he was hanging here on the tree of life 9 days and got the rune alphabet. And the rune alphabet, we know, is the first European language that has formed. You are the 8th house of transformation and secrets. You see her here sitting with a whale, and you see the hand, the 5 fingers, the 5 senses, and the light, the third eye, in the middle of the hand. And of course you are here the Scorpio, the mystic. Very clear, this is your title, and just that you know that Odin fits you really well. Back to the last reading, because everything is cyclical and I try to include that. Capricorn Sun and Scorpio Moon. The message 2024 gives you the strength to walk the talk of love. Leo is coming here, giving you the power, and you have the Knight of Cups, which is Pisces, That's love, right? The more love we can spread into this world, the better. And I can see to walk the talk of love is quite a message, right? Now for Uranus, I am picking a special card, and that's from the Carrie Yale Visconti Tarot. And as you can see, these cards are not restored. These are photographs of the cards and they are falling apart. And so I am picking here for the Uranus this old card, but I have still on the Fool, which is also of course connected with Uranus, the Visconti Sforza Tarot, which are more restored cards. And the interesting part here is, you might ask yourself, why am I using the same tarot? And the reason is that here in the Carrie Yale Visconti deck, all the court cards are masculine and feminine, which is in the Visconti Sforza Tarot not the case. So I think that's a very Uranus energy coming to us, telling us, okay, even in the 15th century, they were as advanced as realizing there's a masculine and a feminine part to the king. There is a masculine and a feminine part to the queen and to the knights and to the pages. And I like that. And that's why I want to bring awareness to these cards. They're huge. Look at them. I mean, they're really like old cards, but of course they're new. And so we're going to look at that. For Uranus, what is Uranus wanting to tell you now that you are actually visiting Aquarius and Uranus is in there already? So these two planets are going to communicate with each other, right? Pluto and Uranus are the outer planets of a generation. And Pluto is going at the end of the year, is going at the end of November, 19th of November, into Aquarius fully for 20 years. And so 20 years is a generation. The children that are born now are going to feel that. And so it's very important that we understand the message behind there. The Eight of Pentacles. Have a look. I'm going to go very close so you see these are really old. And the Eight of Pentacles is connected with the constellation Sun in Virgo. And some people think, oh my God, it's work. It's like I have to work. And it's no, it's not. It's like you have arrived in the mastery of your work. You have arrived in bringing whatever you have learned now to your work so that you can create a new cycle. And that's what Uranus is saying. Uranus is bringing you the message. There is a new way now in working and in making money. And the eight is infinite, is also the strength that we gain. It's also the earth star, right? Because here the eight in the earth star that we become when we let ourselves really shine like a star, shine like Apollo. Apollo, the sun god. The sun is a dwarf star. And the 17 becomes an 8. So here you have the 8 as an instant reminder also to the 8 of the strength that Capricorn brought on the world to be that personality that can actually now bring its expertise to the people, to a generation. So it's clear the message is strong. The 8 begins, and we have a look at the Fool. The first position here is the Queen of Swords, and so the 8 is behind her. And now you see how big they are. They're already big. And you see now, look, these are medium size, right? But you see the Fool can be put here and the Fool can be put here. So you have an 8 and she's the 7th zodiac sign of partnership and relationship and love. Libra is connected with Venus, and Venus is beauty and money and enjoying, right? The money that you worked hard for. And still now there is a message. Go out in a very clear way, in a very just way, and bring whatever you have worked on to the people. And this is the new beginning that is coming here, because the Fool that is connected with Uranus is bringing you these 2 cards. So there's an 8 and a 7 that we calculate together is the 15, and 15 is Capricorn, is the last reading. 2024 gives you the strength to walk the talk of love, and 2024 is an 8. The 8 that comes right away, and now the 7 as that 7th chakra. Notice that here you can begin to see what it is that you want to bring to the people. What is it that you have to offer? Because she's interested in learning and in bringing her ideas to the people, and that's what's coming here through Uranus, through the Fool, that foolish idea. Use the money in a way that it actually creates more, but in a way that it is not depleting the earth, because then on the position of the Magician we have here right away Pachamama facing Libra, facing justice, facing harmony. And it's the 40. And he's the one and only. He's the inspiration. He acts upon that crazy idea of the Fool that says, well, how just can you be in a relationship, right, with that money that is here, supporting you, coming here through Sun in Virgo, the hard labor that you put in. And now you have here a 41, which is then a 5, and the 5 is again the 5 fingers. And noticing then out of the 5, I want to get into the 3rd eye. And interesting enough, right, we have the 15. When we calculate the 15 together, we have a 6. And the 3rd eye is here on the hand. Using the 3rd eye to overcome anything that Pachamama, as the earth, is sometimes in that 4 elements plus the 5th element, and then reaching into the 6, because I want to see what's happening here with Pachamama. Why is Pachamama looking at you and saying, hey, have a look? Because the Magician is Mercury, and Mercury is the message, right? And what message is Pachamama giving you that here a Libra is getting? And it's the Son of Swords. And the Son of Swords is a Gemini. And as you can see, the Son of Swords here in this deck is not so nice, because he just killed a dove and he just trampled those roses, and he's just looking out for what else can he destroy. And I think this is what Pachamama is telling you. She's like, you gotta step up, because you're an air sign, and that's an air sign as well, Gemini. You gotta look out for these reckless people that are destroying and killing and have no awareness for the beauty of the world, right? And it's like we gotta work with animals, we gotta work with the plants, we gotta work with all what we got. And now there are corporations who are destroying our earth, and us included, by buying from those products. And so Gemini is the 3rd zodiac sign, the 3rd house of communication. So there's a clear communication to you, because we had the 5 here, right? plus the 3 is the 8, and the 8 is like, yes, what you worked on hard, you don't want that scene destroyed carelessly. And so Pachamama is telling you, look out for Gemini energy, reckless energy, people who have no awareness on how long something takes to grow. The sun just won something and is already looking for the next prize. He killed the dove and scattered the roses because he has forgotten to respect life. No, upright, he is set on short-term goals for personal gratification or gain. He is competitive in his means of achieving what he wants. His ideas are disconnected from consequences, and he may show off or insist on getting his way right now. And that's what Pachamama is telling you. Pachamama is telling you, be careful with this type of people. Be careful, because here is the money that you made, and so now someone comes and is just kind of like throwing it around, and justice comes here and can help you with that. Then on the position of the High Priestess comes here the King of Wands, which is Leo. And the King of Wands is the 5th zodiac sign, plus the 7, plus the 2 of the High Priestess is a 7. And the 7 is then again the 7 here with the Libra, the 7th house of relationship and partnership, finding a passion, finding intuitive passion, and supporting the earth with that intuitive passion, because he is behind Pachamama. And that kind of fierceness is asked for because you have here Leo, the strength, right away. And so notice how important it is that you're using passion in an intuitive way to support the earth, so that energies like this cannot continue. And just be careful. We don't want to belittle someone that has no consciousness. We want to raise their consciousness by living as an example, not speaking about the example, living the example. And that's why Pachamama is coming. She's like, yes, live the example. This is Mercury telling you that. And here in your subconscious, you get the passion and the inspiration, and of course the intuition to do it in a way that it makes sense, that anybody wants to work with you. No matter what you're going to tell them, they all of a sudden feel like they're being inspired by you. And then comes on the position of the Empress, the Chariot. So you have a 7 here through the 7th house of partnership and relationship, of Libra. And you have a 7 here with the King of Wands and the High Priestess as the intuition. And now you have a 7 here as the Chariot, which is the emotional success that we get when we put ourselves into the line of working with people of different types, right? Because you as a Scorpio, you work completely different than a Libra, and then a Gemini, and as a Leo, and now as a Cancer. And all of them have something that benefits the whole. And when we include all 12 zodiac signs, right, that's the power of the 12, is like, then we understand that the cycle of life is to be emotionally connected with all of them, be emotional intelligence, I always say, right? And the 7 and the 3 then turns into a 10, a new cycle begins. Something is then letting you know that the Empress here, look how beautiful she is actually giving you now the power of an emotional intelligence, right? And so Cancer is feeling Venus, is feeling the love, is feeling that something is coming here to you, because you understand Cancer really well, because it's also a water sign. She's the Queen of Cups. Then on the position of Scorpio comes here the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups then is connected with Venus in Cancer. And so we have through the Empress Venus here, and Cancer is connected with the Moon, and it's in a subconscious way, you know, the emotional intelligence to now work with people brings you true success. The true success is when we emotionally feel satisfied. Here we might not feel emotionally satisfied. So now the Two of Cups is Venus in Cancer, and Venus in Cancer is saying, well, understand that the love that you feel, the emotional intelligence that you feel here brings you then a relationship, a love, and this love is something sacred. And so the 13 plus the 2 is the 15, and the 15 then again the social status, the career. There is a career, an emotional success that leaps into the love, and there's a career chance, and the 6 is left, which is the Lovers. And so you understand, right, that the Two of Cups are these two sphinx. It's always the 2 is the duality. The 2 is like we get the chance to recognize what I actually really want. And so the 13 and the 2 is the 15. The 15 makes the 6. A 6 that is bringing you a deep love. But I can also calculate the 13 into a 4. The 4 and the 2. The 4 as the stability. The 4 as the stability that has come here through Pachamama. Brings you then the love for Pachamama. On the position of the King of Cups, Odin, comes the 7 of Cups. So now you have more feelings coming up, right? You have 7 cups and 2 cups are 9 cups. 7 of Cups and 2 of Cups are 9 cups, and 9 is the completion. 9 is letting you know that you are emotionally getting somewhere, but there is 1 cup that is reversed, and this is an illusion, right? You are the number 8 and the number 7, so we have here again the clarity that Libra and justice brings, right? And the passion in your intuition as the 7 that comes, and the Chariot that comes. And so now you get here again 4 times the 7. And Odin, the 8, and the 7 is again the 15. He's pointing at the rune alphabet, and he's letting you know the true success as the 8 with here the 8 here. The true success is not in making the money, is how you make the money. That is your true success. And then here the 7 and the 8 is the 15, again, is your career, is how you're working. And the same way here, right? You have a 15 portal, which becomes a 6-6 portal. So you are understanding that true love begins deep within, and you need to follow that. You need to follow that, even though sometimes certain emotional success is actually an illusion, right? The true success that we connect here, 3 and 3, that we are body, mind, and soul, body, mind, and soul in the duality. When we connect here, but still are not connected to a higher consciousness, all this is not doing you anything. And so the 9 of Cups, which is very interesting, is now coming on the position of the Star. So these two calculated together gets the 9, and now you get another 9 cups. And that is coming up on the position of Aquarius, the star, where Pluto is in right now and is telling you directly, hey, the 9, the completion, Jupiter in Pisces is bringing you the 8 and the 9 becomes the 17. The 17 is Aquarius, the star. Be a star in your emotional success. When you combine these together, then you have a 9-9 portal, or the 18. And so here in the center of your reading, it's almost like saying, well, this is the moon in your subconscious is feeling now, and from up above you get the information through the star where Pluto is in. You're getting the 18, the moon that is telling you that's where right now you are in. The moon is in your sign. The subconscious is feeling this. You're feeling a lot of emotions today. 18 cups. Then becomes 9, but there's a completion in it, right? If you understand it. If you understand to read it, the 2 and the 7 and the 9. These are steps. Steps of consciousness. 18, and then the 9 is left. And so Odin is pointing down. These are great, and these are great too. But here in the 7, there is something where Odin is saying, have a look at this one cup. Why is this one cup, the central cup, the higher consciousness, the God consciousness, reversed? Then, on the position of the moon, comes the 21, the first breath, the beginner's mind. And so the 21 is the world. The 21 is saying, okay, I get it. I understand what's happening here. The 18 turns into a 9, and the 21 turns into a 3. That's the 12. All the 12 zodiac signs are needed for me to understand how everything functions and operates. You have here a Libra, and of course you have a Gemini, and you have a Leo, and you have a Cancer. At the same time, now you have, of course, Aquarius giving you the light, so you feel that energy as well. And so the 12 that is left here is then all 12 zodiac signs, and you are understanding, okay, I have the 3 left, and the 3 is always the Empress. The 3 is understanding that in giving birth to the things, right, a new world opens up into my field of consciousness. And so here the world is coming to you, and I want to know, what is the world bringing you? And the world is bringing you the Strength card, which you had back then, the Strength, right? But here the Strength card is the 11. 11 is then a master number that I don't calculate together. So you have here the 311, 11-3 or 311 could be a date. And the 11 is the inner teacher, the inner understanding that when I put myself into helping the earth, the Pachamama, when I help, when I do what is right, then I get the strength from all the 12 zodiac signs here. And then I have the 11-3 or 311. And so the message is clear that the world, or here the beginner's mind, the first breath, is supporting you in what you're doing, in what you are achieving here with Aquarius, right? The 8, the 17 is the 8 and the 9 becomes the 17, and the 17 becomes the 8 is left. And that's here also, sometimes the Strength is the 8th card. So you see that Leo is here as court card and as a major arcana, helping you to get the passion for this endeavor, for this work. And then on the position of the sun, you feel that you can open yourself up into the electricity, into the wildness, outwards, right? Because the 19 becomes a 10, the 10, and here the 36 becomes a 9, is 19 again, 19, the 10 is left. So the 10 is saying, yes, then you understand really what it's all about. It's about showing yourself, and that's what the 9 of Cups does to you, right? You have a 9-9 portal here because the Aquarius, Sun in Aquarius, is giving you an emotional fulfillment when you put these two energies together, the 2 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. A relationship can also be quite an illusion. You feel like if you both are connected, body, mind, and soul, but don't have in the center that connection, then all that love, all that emotional energy that you pour into a relationship is not gonna fulfill itself. And so here you see that she is, of course, happy because she's getting the 9. The 9 is then, of course, connected with Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter is that expansion, is that outward going energy. And of course, here on the moon, we had the 2 of Cups, right? So in a way, the 21 and the 2 is then a 23, and the 23 is the 5. And the 5 we got here through the Magician and here Pachamama, right? That was the 5 that says really work with the earth, really see that the 5 fingers, the 5 senses, you need to come to the 6th sense. You need to learn to work with that. So I wanted to see what's coming here, and here comes Virgo, the number 9. And so you have a 9, 9, 9, 3 times 9, 4 times 9, portal, 4 times is the heart, 4 times is the stability, 4 times is the 40 of Pachamama. Do what's right. Do this alchemical inner transformation, bring that out, push it out, because you're on a crossroad here with the Sun in Aquarius, and of course Pluto being in Aquarius, you feel it very strongly, and you are gonna really change something in the way you live your life. There is a 9, there is a 9, right? And so this is the 18, and of course the subconscious feels that very strongly. And then on the position of the world, right, the last card, the universe, we get another 3 of Cups. Then you have 21 cups. Guess what? That's the 21. That's the universe. That's the first breath. You are seeing that now you're getting a chance of seeing the life in a completely different way, because Pluto was in Capricorn for 15 years, and that's where the 15 came, right? 15 came to you to hear the 2 of Cups. There was something, right, that happened in those 15 years. Also the financial situation. You have the Sun in Virgo, and here you have now Virgo as a major arcana, the introverted energy. And you see now that the 21 here, the 21 cups all together, is the world, and the 3 is left. Then you can celebrate. Then you can really enjoy the world, because this is Mercury in Cancer. And Mercury brought you Pachamama. Mercury brought you an understanding that everything is now guiding you towards working with the planet. The planet is your boss. That's what I always say. I'm working for the planet. I'm working for the animals. I'm working for the plants. I don't have a boss. I don't have a human being telling me how I can do things, right? I do things according to the law of the planet, the law of the earth. And I am in the cycle. I am cyclical, and that's where the 8 of Pentacles is coming in. And so here you can celebrate, because now you understand the 8 is that infinite flow of fun and enjoyment and being with the right people, because there's also a 3 in here, right? And there is a 3 here. A new world is opening up to you, and you're going to enjoy this world. in the way that it's actually helping others, helping you, helping your business, and striving for becoming a better energy here, right? Or for a better world. And that's why there is this like new breath, right? There is something new that is coming, and it gives you the strength, right? And it gives you also then the inner knowledge and wisdom that the Virgo brings. And so the message is clear. You're going to enjoy this new energy that Pluto is now in Aquarius. Aquarius is going to bring you up into the light, so you can be electric, you can be shining, you can be this beautiful personality in the year 2024. And yes, it gives you the strength to walk the talk of love, right? 21 cups. That's a lot of love. And 3 are left. Celebrate that. Celebrate what you have realized. So I hope I see you in the next reading, because then the sun is in Pisces. And we see Pisces here that brought you the cup and said, now we're going to walk the path of love out there into the full moon. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.